In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We're not liable for any personal financial decisions. Thank you. What's up, guys? You didn't expect that, did you? I tried to take everybody by surprise by doing something a little out of the ordinary. Guys, I'm here today, and if you like seeing me on the morning show with Trent, smash that golden like button. Yeah, that way, but not down, because then I know you don't like me. But up, because we like seeing, us together kicking butt forever and ever. We got this subscribe bell, guys, today, so we ring a ding ding and a ring a ding ding. You find that bell over there in these two corners, or over there on Kick and Rumble, because we are awesome over there, and we don't have to ask. But if you do want to find us over there, you can, and always support the local channel. We just love being on every day and being part of the community. It's going real good. Trent, what do you got today to drink?
Well, the first thing that I have is that I need to turn this music down because it's too high.
Why?
And then,
Why is it too high?
Because I like to put it really high during the intro countdown. So there's music behind it, Anyways, today I have some cold brew, some unsweetened cold brew with some sugar-free sweet cream over ice inside of a whiskey glass.
Nice.
So there you go, coffee in a whiskey glass.
How's it taste?
Real cold brew. There's real coffee and a little sweet cream. It has that zero sugar stuff going on. Just because I don't like to drink things with sugar in it. The hazy IPAs that I drink at night. Well, those don't have sugar either. The ones
yeah, they do.
Well, so I don't like to drink things with sugar in it. Besides, when I drink those craft beers at night, those hazy IPAs.
Yeah.
Those double IPAs have like 300-400 calories.
Yeah.
In one beer, so because they're so thick, they're so dense,
Well, I wanted to show you something, Trent.
Yeah.
What do you guys see? What do you see?
A chain and a bare chest.
Yeah,
sorry,
exactly.
a human chest.
Yeah, it's a bare chest. So today, guys, I wanted to show Trent something and also expose him too, because I brought in today a pumpkin chino coffee Elysian beer for the morning, and I had to bring puts a little bit of hair on my chest. There you go. That's how you get hair on your chest. And if you don't believe me, look at Trent. Trent, show him. Go ahead. Yeah, see, he drinks beer in the morning. Don't let that guy lie to you, man. Don't let him fool you.
No, look, I have definitely indulged in, in the occasional morning beer, and I will do it on the stream. I just can't come here every day doing that. So, it is going to happen. It's just a matter of when.
If and when or how.
Yeah.
Well, I was cracking up about that. Oh, we lost the deer. They didn't think that was funny.
Hey, and you know what? Since both of us are here and I'm not holding the show down myself, you are going to see me eating a little bit of bacon on the stream today. So, it is what it is.
I don't believe in bacon.
Why?
It's unhealthy for you.
It's not true.
That is 100% true.
No.
Why do you think the Bible says don't eat pigs?
Because it wasn't well known at the time that it's that safety procedures when cooking to safe internal temperatures was such a big deal back then that God asked the Israelites not to. Also,
well, question.
Yeah.
So if that was if they actually followed that. Remember when they cast out a legion and he went into the pigs? Like, why would they have a farm of pigs,
Well, not because pigs are intrinsically evil any more than a snake.
I mean, were they eating them, though?
No. Any more than snakes are intrinsically evil, like when Satan showed up as a serpent in the garden.
Yeah, but they didn't have a farm of snakes, though.
But you got to remember, though, the ceremonial laws in Israel were really just about keeping Israel separate from other nations. That was the ultimate purpose. So, yeah, I don't know. In Acts 10, he says, "Go eat whatever you want." So, I mean, except human flesh.
Oh my gosh!
Don't eat human flesh. That's probably
it's like Sarah. Cracking up.
Yeah, what do we want to jump into first? Some
the news. The
CPI news.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Let me share my screen right here. And okay, guys, when it comes to this CPI inflation data and the PPI the other day, I like to take this stuff from Barron's sometimes instead of just like how do I get rid of this? Sorry, I gotta get rid of this pop-up.
Oh no, I hate the pop-ups too. You gotta use the Brave browser.
Well, I just registered us a free account, so
Yay!
it's probably gonna spam us though in our email. So
well, that's okay. We just ban them. That's what I do. Register everything and ban the next day.
Yes. Dude, what is going on?
I want you to log into your free email.
Okay, can you cover bubbles or something while I do this?
Okay. This is why we have two people today, guys. It was not planned, but we use it. Okay, I'm cracking up though, Trent, because this is the day when they're 100, 200s, and useless coins up 30% today. And I'm laughing because my wife said I should buy like 10 grand useless coin yesterday. And she didn't end up buying it. And it's up 30%. So I just think that's funny. I'm not gonna lie, I did find that humorous. Let's see here. I am MYX is finally taking a breather day, guys. We told everybody about it. It was at a nickel, Trent, like a little more than a month ago. It was at a nickel. I guess right here it shows 10 cents. Well, maybe it was at $1. What's up an 18x? I'm like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy to see something like that. You know what we should do is we should maybe cover the picks I was talking about yesterday. Where are they at? Is this them right here? I think this is them. I kind of want to go over here. We talked about Jasmy coin. Let's take a look at Jasmy. Here it is. Still hasn't really taken off yet, to be honest with you. We're on the daily chart. We'll swing to a smaller time frame. See if it's played out. We're still in the almost like sideways cup and handle. Still curving up. We did fall below the 21. It's not the greatest sign to see. Stokes RSI strength low. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're right here. We would like to see a breakup. The VWAP's breaking down though. Proper stop loss, guys. We were looking at this green dot yesterday be playing out, but maybe we might not get it. We are wicking off the 21 on the larger time frame. The bulls still have control. So the larger time frame, the 12-hour looks okay. The shorter term, 4-hour does not look as great. So hang in there, guys. Money flow has been coming into Jasmy. Don't get shaken out yet. I still believe. I have faith. And then we're gonna take a look at Akash. Akash. Trent does not believe in Akash. He thinks that any rendering power blockchains are terrible. Never to buy.
No.
No, it isn't. He agrees with us, guys. So we're jumping into it. Akash.
Amelia says Trent is my alcohol enabler. You know, it's been said.
I think we're actually talking about this, guys, right in this range. We did end up breaking down and below the 21 on the 1 hour. The 4 hour, which actually we held support really well. We did break down. We touched the 21. The bears are gaining some ground. The 21 is still coming up. You might get a little bit of a downside, but the rate we're coming up, I think the 21 might pass across to the 200. There was a coin that I was going to tell you about yesterday, Trent, that I forgot. I forgot about it. I'm like, oh, this looks good. Whoa, what did I just see on the 4 hour? Kind of like a head and shoulder pound to the downside. I just now saw that. Iffy. We're at some major resistance. Maybe a quick. I'm trying to decide what I want to be main bullish or bearish on it. I think we might get like a red candle, and then it might continue up on Akash. Bummer. And then a fun one that we did yesterday. We were talking about Dogecoin because Doge has been actually pumping pretty hard. Where's the Dogecoin at? Here we go. Dogecoin. The 1 hour is still. I mean, the data still looks good. The 1 hour still also looks good. Finally, this is one that we were talking about yesterday. We were talking about it on the 1 hour. Green dot. We're above the 21. We're still above the 21 right now. We have a trigger wave to the upside. View up looks good. Momentum looks good. Strength looks good. Stokes are our highs. We also are in a rising wedge. Come on, market cipher. It looks like we have a little bit of momentum to the downside. I think that's probably played out because we wicked down to the 21 and they stopped at resistance and the local little support. 12 hour, we have a red dot, but we did make a golden cross. So we might get one more wick down to do a quick shakeout and then continue up to the upward direction. I think I feel pretty good about it still. I'm trying. Did you get it fixed on your side?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And by fixed, what I mean is that
bacon eating machine.
Let me see. By fixed, what I mean is that I just went to a different site. So
now we're gonna get spam emails from a different site too.
No. I didn't have to. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so CPI came out this morning. Guys, it came in at 2.9%, which was exactly what was expected. Kind of like Carl from the moon saying, exactly as I predicted, instead of exactly as we expected. What's up, Do Not You? Hey, you like my morning coffee in a whiskey glass? No, this is actually coffee, though. It really is. So
this is also a pumpkinchino. It really is.
Crypto markets hold steady as traders digest inflation data ahead of Fed meeting. Markets are broadly flat after the August CPI report, with Solana and Doge breaking the trend. Guys, we talked about this a little bit a couple days ago on the morning show that Solana and Doge were both looking pretty good. Crypto markets are mostly flat today, September 11th. By the way,
we should take a moment of silence. Huh?
Yeah, a moment of silence, if you will. Yeah, honestly, guys, it's just same thing that I'm not going to launch into a whole diatribe right now,
also,
like I did yesterday, huh?
I think I should thank everybody who lost those lives that day, man. I still remember 9/11.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were at?
Yeah. You know, I was in the 4th grade, I think. And I think.
Yeah, you're right, because I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah. And I was in class, and we were about a half hour into the morning, you know, over here on Pacific Standard Time. We were earlier than when it, you know, happened on the East Coast by 3 hours. And it was like 8:30 in the morning. It felt like we just barely got to school. It was a Christian school. It was a private school. But look, when I say private school, don't think that, you know, hyper wealthy family sending your kid to some prestigious school. No, the classroom.
No, that's what they should think, because you are super intelligent.
No, yeah, well, yeah, but it's not because it wasn't like a wealth or prestige thing. Like, it was a struggling private school, okay, with like classrooms set up in like mobile trailers and stuff. But you know, it was it still did have tuition, and I'm grateful that my family was able to send me somewhere with that had a tuition like that, and it instilled values, you know, in me that I'm grateful for. So anyways, we just showed up to class, and next thing you know, someone called the teacher and told her what happened. She put it on in class, and we all watched it together.
Wow.
While we waited for our parents to come pick us up and school let out for the day. Everyone went home, and I just remember going home and then just like my mom watching it on repeat. And yeah, I mean, what a day. And
yeah,
you know,
yeah, I remember I was in the middle of doing mathematics. I had these sheets of 50 problems, and I finished one page. I just started the second page, and then my mom pulled us off and said that we needed to draw pictures for the firefighters. And so we all got these giant pieces of paper, and we all was drawing thank you on them and sending it out. What a day. But anyways, thank you for honoring the firefighters and policemen and everybody who sacrificed their lives that day. I'm still upset about yesterday too, bro. It's okay, my friend. We're gonna get through it together. We're only upset about it because we are, you know, in nature, we want what's best for us, and Charlie Kirk was what's best for the country. And I think that's why we're upset, knowing that his impact is gonna be tenfold now, and it's gonna be forever. Like I know it's gonna be forever, and his kids will probably grow up even better than he is. And he's going to save more lives probably doing what he just did than any ever, you know. I mean, God's blessed the martyrs throughout time, and that's definitely what that was. And you know, I was on X today, and this lady said that she's so upset with what's happening right now that she wants to go to church and start a relationship with Christ that she's never had. And it's one of the things that's because of that, what Charlie ended up giving his ultimate life for. And that's what he wanted. So, yeah, I understand. You're not alone. It is a hard week. Hence why I'm home. Trent, you're muted.
Tertullian, an early church father in around the year 200. I might be off a little bit. Muffhead will probably correct me. But Tertullian said that the blood of the martyrs is the seed of the church. And what he meant by that is basically Rome couldn't kill them fast enough. For every one that Rome killed, 10 more sprang up. 10 more Christians, that is. And look, to be clear, I don't mean to equate those 100%. Like, all respect to Charlie Kirk, but he was not hated only because he named the name of Jesus. He did do that, absolutely, but it was also very politically charged. So I'm not trying to say those are the same things, but it was definitely a public execution, a public assassination over someone's values.
And we have to understand too, Trent. It's the battle's not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
Yeah, it was definitely a public assassination over someone's values and principles, and that is like there is some overlap to it is a form of martyrdom, and it's really sad. It's really sad. He was 31 years old, younger than me. Like,
it's almost same age as me, actually. We were talking about that yesterday. I don't know when he was born, but we're both born the same year. And I just turned 32, and he was just about to turn 32.
He would have done so much more. So many more things. Oh, yeah, over the next decades. But you know what? I do agree that like his library of content that he left behind and his legacy that he left behind is going to do way more over these next decades than he ever could have done while he was alive. I mean,
but we should probably change the subject though and get going the morning show.
Yeah. Let's see. Kick the music down just a tad. And okay. Crypto markets are mostly flat today, holding on to recent gains, with the total market capitalization still above $4 trillion after fresh inflation data was released in the latest United States. The consumer price, someone messed that up. It meant to say in the latest United States Consumer Price Index report. Anyways, the CPI report for August strengthened expectations that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates at its next policy meeting set for next week. Bitcoin continues to trade at about $114,400, up 0.5% over the past 24 hours and 3.4% on the week, while Ethereum is standing around $4,400, flat on the daily and weekly timeframes. Most other large cap altcoins are following the trend, with the exception of Solana and Dogecoin. We talked about this a couple days ago, which are both up about 2% today. Solana just broke through the $220 mark for the first time since February, currently trading around $226, bringing in weekly gains above 9%. Doge is up 15% on the week, fueled by news that the first Dogecoin exchange-traded fund, an ETF, in the U.S. is set to launch today. Wait, it's not. It was filed. It's not live, is it?
It would be wild if it was today. I mean, that's
There's no way. There's no way. Doge would be up 100%.
You know what we covered yesterday, Trent, was the CFTC chair leaking text messages. Totally sidetracked with the Tyler Winklevoss. Did you read those?
I did not.
And there's two things it was like 12 or 14 text threads we read, texts, and he leaked them because he said that he didn't feel good about his words. I'm breaking it down like he was being blackmailed by Tyler Winklevoss or not blackmailed, but pressured into giving him a favorable judgment on Gemini. And when I read it, I didn't really get that. I mean, I did. I picked it up. You can smell what he was putting down. But I'm like, that probably happens at all levels. And I think it was kind of a bad look to leak those text messages online. And he said that he cared more about the job than he did about being pressured into a decision. And he wanted to be honest. Now, I don't know the full story. I just read what I read. And I was like, well, that's not super good to leak them. And I didn't feel like those messages were the damnedest thing ever to pressure. Like the pressure wasn't that bad, but maybe there was stuff on the outside that I didn't see within like the White House that he was pressuring. And he's like, okay, you want to play that game? Okay, I'll play that game. Look, it wasn't that bad. Here's the text messages. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying that's just from the outlooks I get. And if you send it to like the SEC, like Gary Gensler, you know, when he was in the chair, or Paul Atkins, you wouldn't expect to see yourself being flashed online.
Yeah, so they were pressuring him to do what?
Give him a favor. So it's before I can't remember the name of the gentleman who took over the CFTC, but he was saying that before he was elected, would you look into this case and possibly what your outlooks are? And the dude's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even there yet. I haven't even won. I haven't been appointed yet. And he was like, I'll look into it when we get there. How's that? He's like, I've read the case, and we'll take a look when we get there. You know, and that's pretty much what he said. And it didn't seem like that. I mean, that was a pretty run-on sentence, but that's kind of like how I took it. I was like, okay, well, that didn't seem that bad. Like,
yeah, yeah, not a big scandal.
Yeah,
by any stretch of the imagination. Just a little internal drama happens everywhere, except here on the blockchain group.
Yeah, we got rid of that before we went live. Before the channel was created.
Yeah, Doge up 15% on, you know, yeah, there's no way, someone prove me wrong if it did, but there's no way that an ETF is actually listed today. There was some kind of filing for sure, but yeah, XRP is holding steady, you know, because Doge would be up 100% easy if it did.
Well, not 200%.
Probably, I don't know. I mean, but 200%, Doge is pretty large cap. 200% might take some weeks or.
Well, you said easy 100
to happen.
So not easy 200.
Because that just starts to get a little wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. XRP is holding steady at $3, flat on the day, and up about 5.6 on the week. Data from CoinGlass, Altcoin Season Index, shows a score of 78 out of 100, which is the highest level since December 2024, indicating continued shifting interest into altcoins from BTC. In commentary to the Defiant, Max Rabinovich, man, that name is just asking for it. Chief Strategy Officer at Chili's. Man, I forgot Chili's existed.
Chili's a restaurant?
No, the altcoin. I made a little bit of money off of Chili's in 2021.
Did you know Chili's became a layer 1?
Yeah. I made a little bit of money off of it in 2021. Like that coin and AMP, I think, were among some of the only coins that I actually took profit on.
You know, AMP looked really good, but then they got involved in that whole they're a security thing, and then that just went downhill quick.
Yeah, they couldn't survive it the way that
Are they still? Is AMP still alive, Trent? They're at 190. They're not terrible. They have 283 million market share, market cap, but they could bounce back. They could. They're on Coinbase. The only ones I know that really died was Library.
Yeah, I mean, hard road, I would suspect, but they'll kind of fledglingly stick around. Let's see. Chief Strategy Officer at Chili's said the current trend feels very different from the late 2024 meme coin frenzy. I absolutely agree with this thing. I said this myself the other night, noting that this time the momentum among altcoins appears to be tied to deeper factors. Okay, guys, so what he's saying, the Chief Strategy Officer at Chili's, he's saying that even though the altcoin season index is at a 78, which is around the levels that it was in December of last year. And when was that? That was right when altcoins were going to just rip for, for another month or two. More like 2. But what he's saying is that there's something different about the nature of the market right now as opposed to December last year. And the fundamental difference is that, meme coin frenzy was just popping off, and it'll probably come back. But I keep saying this, when meme coin frenzy comes back, I think that it happens within the flow of capital rotation from Bitcoin to Ethereum to large caps to mid caps to small caps and then to memes. Now, some memes that are larger cap will benefit from 2 rotations. They'll benefit from the large cap capital rotation, and they'll benefit from the meme rotation. So like meme coins could have 2 little frenzies in the rest of this bull run. But my point is that they're not going to happen in a vacuum like they did back then. Back then, the market could not be timed for altcoin season, but a random meme coin frenzy that happens in a vacuum could make you think, it could trick you in to thinking that a broader capital rotation into altcoins is coming when it's not, right? Yeah. And what the Chief Strategy Officer from Chili's is saying here is that the nature of it is really different right now. The shifting interest in the momentum appears to be tied to deeper factors such as legislation, ETFs, fundamental utility, right? And so a lot of large cap altcoins that are doing things are really on the radar and in the middle of the momentum right now, rather than just a real frothy altcoin market with meme coin frenzy sitting on top of it, so this is a very, very great thing, and I agree with his take. He says in commentary, I read that. What stands out is how different it feels from the late 2024 meme coin frenzy. This time, the momentum seems tied to something deeper, whether that's fostering a sense of community through digital assets or enabling real-time interactions across digital and physical spaces, Rabinovich said. As for ETFs, spot Ethereum ETFs saw $171.5 million in net new cash on Wednesday, September 10th. Spot Bitcoin ETFs did even better raking in $757 million that day, the largest single day net inflow since mid-July. Liquidations in macro over the last 24 hours, about $275 million in leveraged positions were liquidated. Ethereum led with nearly $92 million in liquidations, followed by Bitcoin at $39 million. While other altcoins collectively saw $32 million, CoinGlass data shows. After yesterday's producer price index data for August came in lower than expected, the August CPI report released today shows a rise of 2.9% year on year, quickening from July's 2.7% pace and in line with economist forecasts. The CPI shows the change in prices consumers pay for goods and services, making it one of the measures of inflation. While still above the Fed's 2% target, traders largely expect the Fed to deliver a rate cut at next week's policy meeting in response to signs of a softening labor market, the Wall Street Journal reported today. So, something that I was interested in was they linked this article. Now, granted, this is a little old. This is from August 18th. But it says Coinbase, Pantera says market focus is shifting to altcoins. Right? The long-awaited altcoin season could be underway, Coinbase says. And it cites several reasons for this. One of which, Coinbase Institutional's global head of research, David Duong, also sees the conditions forming a potential alt season within this quarter, noting that Bitcoin dominance has already dropped from 65% in May to below 58% this month. The quarter 3 market outlook, Duong pointed out that while CoinMarketCap's altcoin season index remains in the low 40s, short of the 75% threshold many use to define an altcoin season, the total market cap has surged over 50% since early July to 1.4 trillion. Google search trends show a growing interest, with searches for altcoins reaching levels not seen since January 2018, signaling rising attention from retail investors. And then it goes on to, cite the Genius Act and numbers from DeFi Llama and a whole bunch of stuff here. But, I've been reading for a hot minute, but guys, look, the altcoin season index is above 75 now. So can we officially say altcoin season has started? I think that we're going to look back at this and the answer is going to be yes, personally. So what are you thinking?
Sorry, I was my father-in-law just texted me.
Oh, everything good?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah,
I think it'll be fine. I honestly, I was checking out some of the charts, so I kind of got a little sidetracked. It was just talking about CPI data, and you said the head of Chili's thinks that it's going to be a good bull run.
All kinds of stuff, but yeah, altcoin season. The index is above 75, which has been one of the traditional measurements of altcoin season. So, can we officially say that altcoin season has started?
I 100% would say yes.
Yeah.
Without a question. And my thesis behind that, Trent, is if it wasn't an alt season, this would be quick. If it wasn't an alt season, we're going to go to the top 200s. We're going to go to, let's go weekly. I don't think you'll see things like useless coin up 66%.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't think this page would be green if it was a bear market. If you go top 200, 300, you wouldn't see things like Somi up 80%, Numero up 50%, Red up 48%. Well, maybe Red. AKA up. Baby Doge would not be up. We're going to scroll back. This is just on the weekly. You want to see things like PTB up 100%, XYN. I don't even know what these coins are. First off, up 74%, OG up 58%, Launchcoin up 44%, Shix up 47%. Everything would be in short. Lots of people made money shorting these coins. during the bear market. Look at Sapine. Do you guys know what that is? Up 70%. Ket, another meme coin up 112%. CGPT, Chat GPT, maybe, I don't know, up 35%. XRD up 33. Serif up 40%. When you telling me that if we weren't in some sort of alt season, you wouldn't be seeing these. Dovu up 92%, Cards up 56, ELA up 78%, Tuna up 55%. These would all be red. This is just on the weekly. We could even jump into the monthly if you want. Icon?
Yeah, it's just up 13%.
Jelly, 100%. Tuna up 270%. Yeah, we're still in the red. That's because, guys, this is the beginning of the altcoin season.
You're also on page, 500 to 600. So,
Yeah, I mean, but you don't see coins like this doing even the bear market. Nemo is up 60%. McDougal, Sundog, Life. I mean, yeah, we're in the red, but we're starting to flip, guys. We're starting to flip. It's almost time to start looking at these stupid micro caps and maybe possibly get 170% gains. I wouldn't say throw your whole bag in there, but maybe like 1% and see, hey, maybe get lucky. Palm AI, that did really good back in the day. It was up $1.50. It's at 28 cents right now. Just to get a new all-time high, you're looking at a 7x. So this is with the time you could actually take advantage of it. This happens to be not okay. So that's ever scale. I was curious if it was Evergrande. So it's just something to be aware of. Top 100 in the last month. MYX. Does anybody know what this is? I know what it is now. Core meme. Wow, I mean, you tell me OKB, that's telling you that altcoin season is on the horizon. These are the top 100s, guys. Where did they come from, So I definitely think that we're in altcoin season, 100%. I think we're in the beginning of it, though. Okay, Trent, take it away.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, no, I was done with the article. I do want to go back to this though. If you can do me a favor and go back to I think it was page 300 to 400. I guess I could always just pull it up on mine and do it, but
3 to 400.
Yeah, let me see here.
I think it was farther back because you said Iacon.
No, yeah, but I was looking at something way before that. Man, AI 16Z has really taken a hit.
Is that the one you want to look at?
No. Try
to. We were asked about Layer a month ago, and it was time flies. It was more than a month ago. It was back in May. Wow, people talked. Oh, dude, time flies, bro. Back in May, someone asked me about this. I said, dude, it's about to jump off a cliff. They're like, whoop. I remember that, Corey.
Yeah. I did a little interview with some Asian girl that was at their booth at Rare Evo. It's on the channel, actually.
On Solayer?
Yeah.
I didn't see you post a layer about Solayer.
Yeah, it's up on the channel. This was a couple weeks ago, though.
I thought I watched all the videos.
I'm sure you watched it, but I think your brain probably just interpreted it as a BidFi Rare Evo hype video. But inside of it, there's a spot where I talked to this girl from Solayer. She's on the thumb.
Oh, all right. So what were you looking for then? Last?
Go back to 200 to 300.
IOT?
Here.
Luminaire. This is an AI coin. I remember Crypto.com has this. I was looking at it. It's actually based on a lot of exchanges. It's not on Coinbase yet. Oh, it is on Coinbase. This is actually not a bad chart. It might come back down and boom, that's where it's breakout. Everything looks like it's primed.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's for close. Sure. Menina protocol. That's a Cosmos ecosystem. I think. Glimmer. Golem. Oh my gosh, Golem. Holy frick. It's been so long since I saw that. Last time I was buying that was on whatchamacallit. Do you think OM Mantra's gonna come back? Do you believe in Mantra? We know we got Mr. Believes after Believes. We love you. What do you think about Mantra coming back?
Yeah. Do you believe in Mantra?
I don't know, man.
Look, he makes a compelling case that it's going to like.
If it comes back, it's not going to be an RWA. How's that?
Yeah, he makes a compelling case that it's going to pump back up to a support level that gives it like, 4 or 5x gains, and it probably will. But long term, I don't think it makes it. It's just the space is way more competitive than it used to be. Speaking of competitive, this is kind of a side rant, but guys, do you ever type in like crypto into YouTube and notice that that you've got like Bloomberg Finance or Yahoo Finance or Fox Business or some of these news outlets have like their own crypto segment that they're doing on YouTube, and it sounds like a news anchor show. And speaking of competitive, like, drop a +1 in the chat if you still prefer to get your crypto content from independent YouTubers like us. Anywhere from us all the way up to the likes of Altcoin Daily or someone. If you prefer to get your crypto content from us rather than I don't know, a Bloomberg news show on YouTube that or even a CNN show on YouTube where they're talking crypto, but all of it's scripted and it sounds like a news anchor show. It sounds like just another.
No offense, Coin Bureau, but I think your show sucks. You're very good information on coins, but you are the most monotone person I have ever in the history of ever thought of knowing met. It's just straight white noise. I'm sorry. Great content, but if you could add like a into your voice every now and again, it'd make me like, oh frick, what's going on? And then I'll zoom back in like.
Yeah, there's no like behind the scenes raw genuineness that you get from it. Anyways, guys, yeah, I don't know what I was looking for on there, so it's okay.
Send me on a giant rabbit hole. But I'm going to go on to my news outlet, and we are going to go point and tell the freaking truth. And we're going to see absolutely nothing. Athena exit hyperliquid USDH race, clearing path for native markets. This actually might be kind of somewhat interesting because I know Athena is pushing, and why are they exiting hyperliquid? Where's the start of the article? Athena, the team behind the USDE synthetic dollar protocol. I don't believe in any synthetics. I don't. Not for stables. I don't believe in them. They could work, but they could also be very dangerous. Synthetic dollar protocol withdrew its bid to issue Hyperliquid's USDH stablecoin, conceding to concerns raised in direction with community members and validators. 100% agree, because Hyperliquid, they have a stupid market cap for how quick they grew. I don't trust them. Next statement Thursday, the Athena team acknowledged pushback over not being a Hyperliquid native project and said it would step aside, congratulating rival native markets now viewed as a front runner in the race. While some other complaining about their native markets' lack of credibility, I think their success here perfectly embodies everything which is so special about Hyperliquid and their community, wrote Athena Labs founder Guy Young, adding, it's a level of playing field where emergent players can win hearts of community on a given fair shot of succeeding. Another thing too, Athena, they might not be able to handle their stablecoin currently in its state to be able to handle that outflow. So if they feel like they can be exploited, they don't want to step into that role. It's better for them to pass it up and continue to work on their stable. And the thing about stable coins that are algorithm based, you always have to be working on them. You always got to be working on them because anything can happen. Athena's team withdrew marks a major shift in bidding process, which has drawn proposals from multiple teams to issue USDH Hyperliquid's forthcoming native stable. With Athena out predictions, markets and Polymarket are giving native markets a 92% chance of winning with Paxos in second place, a roughly 7% at the time of writing. Native markets. I didn't even know that was a thing. critics in question in the fairness of the USDH. I feel like Paxos probably has a better shot because I've never even heard of native markets. Maybe that's just my own fault. Not everyone agrees with Athena's assessment that bidding was level playing field. Critics have questioned native markets' limit, track record, and even the fairness of the process itself. Well, that's I don't know if I would go with somebody that has that record. As Sabib Qureshi, managing partner of crypto venture firm Dragonfly, wrote on Tuesday that he was starting to feel like the USDH RFP was a bit of farce, claiming validators appeared unwilling to seriously consider any teams besides native markets. He added the native markets bid appeared almost immediately after the request for proposals was announced, implying that they had advance notice, while other bidders scrambled to prepare submissions. He said the process seemed custom made for native markets, despite stronger proposals for more established players like Paxos, Athena, and Algorand. Which, hey, that's what I'm saying. I've never heard of native markets, and Paxos I have heard of. That's why I would go with Paxos. So that Hasib probably is onto something, you know. Starting to feel like the USDH RFP was a bit of a farce, given the multiple bidders. I hate when they do that. They literally say the article and then they reference it. Or maybe I shouldn't say reference it, but they repeat themselves. I'm just going to read this last part. Polymarkets tell us the same story. Athena proposed comes out immediately. Odds skyrockets as most likely to win until people realize the validators are not interested in considering it. Within 2 hours, it craters. Lillian Algary, Chief Operating Officer, co-founded OARC Research, questioned how native markets had already secured more than 70% of the committee votes. With all due respect, I just don't see how they can turn USDH into a multi-billion-dollar stablecoin. He wrote on X, adding an outcome suggested bias is at play. Others have a different perspective, and Sam McPherson, CEO, co-founder of Phoenix Labs, and a core contributor to Spark, told Cointelegraph it's entirely possible that native markets is the best fit. However, in terms of fiat-backed stablecoin issuers, Paxos is the industry leader in the space, having issued USDP, PYUSD, USDG, and others. Whoever emerges victorious, the outcome will carry significant weight for Hyperliquid and the broader stablecoin market. The stakes are high. Roughly $5 billion of USDC sits on Hyperliquid, which I don't even know if that's true, to be honest with you. Sits on Hyperliquid, which can on back of the development calculation implies about 10% of Circle's business, or about $200 million in the annual revenue, comes from this, said David Lawent, head of research of Falcon X. How the USD vote works. Okay, first off, you know what he points out really interesting up over here before I go into this next segment is he says that this company, what was it called? What was this company called? Native Markets. It came out of nowhere. Okay, Hyperliquid came out of nowhere. So maybe they're going to pick somebody who has been working with them on the side, and they just haven't said anything publicly like this. You know, I wouldn't trust it, man. You know, I don't trust Hyperliquid. I don't trust those native markets. I've never even heard of them. It's so sus to me. It smells gross, and maybe they offer enticing APY and they'll probably pay it out, but when it's time to pay up and times on the bear market, they might not be able to. So I would trust Paxos over native markets, because have you ever heard of native markets, Trent?
No.
Have you heard of Paxos?
Yes.
Sky I have heard of, but I didn't know what they did. I thought this was MakerDAO.
I've heard of Sky, Athena, and Frax, but not Agora.
I heard of Agora, but very, very little. I just want to say, be careful, guys, using Hyperliquid. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
It's still the wild, wild west, man. Wild, wild west. There's no rules. So,
yeah.
Go ahead, Trent.
Can I tell you something? There's an exchange that I'm kind of pissed off at today.
Is that at Crow?
No.
Okay, you go on.
Well, let's see here. Here we go, and then I'll share this tab instead. You know, I know we were getting off of this, but I forgot about it. And you know, J-Chain's like, I got to agree with him on this one. Rechain said boycott this trash exchange. MEXC_official is disgusting. And they listed this meme coin called Charlie. And, the comments.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, Trent.
Right.
And there was several memes that popped up where all the fees are going to the family.
Okay.
So, I'm willing to pay money. I'll make a wager that these fees are going to that family. And I think that J-Chains doesn't realize that. There are several that weren't doing that, but I bet you that Mixies will give them money to the family. If not, then I'm in the same boat. But I think that donating a lump sum, it's like my wife was telling me, it's almost like a meme GoFundMe, is what it is.
You would think that they would say that though, because
it's in the devs. The devs. Sarah says it's something to do with how they create a backline. So there's money to be made, sure, but
then how are buyers supposed to know which one? How are you supposed to know if this particular listing on Mexi is or isn't? Because I don't know. I did ask Alex. Before I went and spoke on this, I did ask Alex if BYDFi has any plans for something like this, and he said I said that I didn't think this was a good look for Mexi, and he said probably turn a lot of people off, and they're not going to be listing anything like this over on BYDFi. So.
Well, if their fees were going to the family, it could be good. I don't want to condemn them without knowing that for sure, but they 100% should have announced that in there. Hey, the fees are going to the family.
Right.
But maybe they bet Mexi, do they have fees?
They have to have fees. I know they say 0 fees, but I don't understand how that's possible. It could be 0 fees for new users for the first 60 days or something. Because that's how fee discounts work on exchange.
Yeah.
It's not permanent. So they have to have fees at some point, or else fees are the only way that fees are the business model. Yeah. So yeah, dude, I don't know. But look, if that's the case, they should have
pointed that out.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'll get off of that, but I just don't want to see people out there. Look, I just don't want it. I know it's called a meme coin, but I don't want people to treat it like a meme.
Yeah.
That's just my concern, That's what I think is distasteful.
Yeah.
If it becomes treated like a meme,
Yeah.
So, let me hop into a chart or two where been on here for a while, gonna have to wrap up soon, but and I know we didn't get to much charting. However, guys, here's my trade that I'm still in. I actually took profits on it and then re-entered. But yeah, here's my trade setup on render. Got this cup and handle pattern on the 1 hour. The breakout of the cup and handle seems to have just sort of been flagging. So we'll see what happens from there. I mean, if we go to the 2 hour on this, let's go to the 3 hour, 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, you could kind of say that the handle is kind of more of a flag, and I just lost my whole. I broke my trading view, but that's okay. Anyways, you can see the measured move here, coming up closer to $4.20. The 4 hour has broken above the 200 moving average. The 21 moving average has come up and crossed the 200. The 50 is looking to come up and cross the 200 here pretty soon. Meanwhile, the stochastics are still low. They've just barely peaked above the dotted line at about 26 so far, and the RSI is making a bullish cross. So, all of that is good stuff. And then we come over here, share this tab instead, and what we have right here is now I posted this yesterday, but I'm just updating that I'm still in it right now. I said, at everyone, this is in the Discord. You can get in free, link in the description. It's free for now. It won't always stay that way. And so I updated yesterday, render USDT cup and handle on the 1 hour, as well as a break above the 200 MA on the daily, and moving averages crossing bullish on the 4 hour. Measured move on the 1 hour chart is up to $4.15. I got into this trade at 380. And I showed the chart right there with the drawing. And I said, reason I got into this trade is this VIP signal from the swing signals channel. So guys, this is from our VIP trading signals in the Discord. BYDFi, which is our exchange partner of choice, they feed these signals into our Discord, and the bot goes and aggregates the trading behavior and habits of all of the top ROI traders on BYDFi, and it aggregates that and pumps them out into signals in the Discord. And so because the bot is taking data from several traders, what you end up with is a variety of coins that you get signals on, and a variety of trading styles. So, there's something in here for everyone. And on this one, it gave you a long setup, entry price between 383 and 372. I got in at 380. 5 take profit levels and a stop loss. And then you have the rationale for this trade. Seems the logic behind it seems to be a break of resistance with the lower half of this chart. Thin liquidity here on the upper half of this chart compared to the lower half, and the upper end of this range coming in at $4.05. Now, actually, the wick with a wick last night, we actually hit this 5th take profit level. So if I had just done what the bot said and just set my take profit there, the wick would have hit it, and I would have got out at that level. It's fine because I actually got out at a level close to that and then got back in, and I'm gonna hold. So I'm kind of doing my own thing with it now. But yeah, I mean, if you would have put a 10%, take profit exit on the first 4 levels and saved the rest for the 5th level, you would have hit every one of them. So this was a great signal. Shout out to the VIP channels. And what you get is a swing. You get swing signals like this, market analysis, and scalp trading signals. You get all of that by creating an account on BYDFi with our link, our exchange partner of choice, and then funding your futures account with at least $100 and then coming over here and verifying your user ID in our Discord. That will give you access, free access to these trading signals. You're not paying us the $100. You're funding your own trading account with $100. So there you go. There's that. And as we come back over to this chart, well, my trading view is broken, so I actually got to exit. Maybe you want to have something to add, or you want to take it away.
Yeah, I'll do a quick rundown over Ethereum and maybe XRP, because those are some of my two favorite coins, because you need Ethereum to move. Where? Oh, weird. It's like, where the heck did Ethereum go? We did break above the triangle. We do have a red dot. Money flow's coming down. VWAP's coming down the 1 hour. The 4 hour, actually, what's the 15 minutes say? 15 minutes says open to us still to the downside, but we're not at full max 15-minute pain. So that's totally believable. I'm not too worried about it. We did just break below the 21. The 4 hours is possibly more downward movement, which you could make the argument currently. Yeah, I can make that case, because we're in a cup. We come back down. Now there's our handle. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, this is a 3 hour. I don't know how I got to 3 hour, but the same thing applies. So yeah, there's a possibility of us coming down and resetting the momentum waves before we continue up in the upward direction. I believe it. I 100% believe it. Don't see anything that says on the charts that we are going to be coming down below 4K. Maybe Tom Lee was right. If you actually zoom in on the 4 hour, I got to erase some of this stuff. Sorry, guys. 4 hours says we broke above the 50 day with a golden cross, and we're coming up. That 200 looks like we want to cross through it, and price is actually breaking above it. So not only do you have the 21 trying to break into the 200, but you also have the price trying to get above the 200 again on the 4 hour on Ethereum. We jump over the 12 hours, we get a rounded bottom momentum. We've still open doors, and that's showing you that the 4 hour could be lying. It could be lying. We could 100% continue up. I'm going to jump into XRP. The daily says we're good too on ETH, but I want to jump into XRP. XRP on the 1 hour, momentum to the upside. VWAP looking good. Dollar signs in the green look fine, which is nice to see that we're above $3 again, even though I'd love to go back to like 16 cents and scoop up more by the handfuls. Green dot right now on the 4 hour confirms in 40 minutes. Let's go. I like that. We'll probably get another smaller pump up to like just slightly above a penny or two. And hopefully we can hang there and start making a rising wedge, which some people will say that's a bearish sign because we break down most of the time in those. But hey, maybe not this time. And this time we're going to do a trend reversal and we're going to break up to the upward side. And that's kind of what I'm looking for and what I'm looking at. The 12 hour does say we're kind of bearish. We have to close. We have to do some pretty good moves to kind of continue our upwards to get rid of this red dot down here. Strength look okay. Stokes RSI looks okay. VWAP, it just broke below the zero line, but the money flow has been coming in. So, I'm feeling okay. It's probably a fake move. The daily looks great, dude. Shoulder, inverted head, and shoulder, head, shoulder. 2 heads and 2 shoulders. That's a good sign. If anybody has 2 heads and 2 shoulders, then you're living. You're not living unless you have 2 heads. But guys, if you haven't already, please smash that like, hit the subscribe. We don't have 453 yet, and we're looking for you. And then on top of that note, guys, we come over here to our channel, and if you're new and haven't traded before, this is the place to do it, because we offer 20% off your trading fees if you use a link. No KYC, no VPN, super slick. We offer, for the people who are green and just trying to get their feet when trading, we offer a $100 bonus. $100 deposit, you get a $60 bonus. If you're more advanced, you can do a $500 deposit, get a $100 bonus, which is 20%. And if you're skilled, you could do a $1,000 deposit and you get a $200 bonus, still 20%. And then the grand finale is also 20%, but no other place offers this and can beat it. It's a $5,000 deposit. You get a $1,000 bonus. And let's say, for example, if you use like Cardano, you don't want to sell your Cardano, but you want to get the bonus. You can just sling your Cardano over here, get your bonus, and put it right back once you get it. So you don't have to sell your Cardano. You don't have to miss out on anything. If you're on a platform that has zero fees, you can just transfer it back almost at no cost. Create your trading account, get you $1,000 to trade with. This bonus does end tomorrow, so we don't know what event we will get, but tomorrow will be the last day to get. We almost always have an event, but then, guys, on top of this, is if you go in the description, you'll find a link to our Discord, and we are enticed to talk to you and help you through some of your trades, because we get a kickbacks from the fees. So if you're in there and you're not sure about something, go in there, post your charts. Let's take a look at it. Or we can even pull it up on our end and be like, hey, I'm looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin. What do you guys think? And I can go through a market cipher and I'll tell you exactly what I think, because I want you to win. I want you to do well. I want you to be able to grow your account. And so, take advantage of that Discord, because it's not going to be free forever. And it's just another excess bonus that you get that not everybody offers you.
Yes, sir.
We're going to come back over to the charts.
Well, I think I do have to hop off.
Okay. Well, we can end it, guys. So I just want to say thank you so much for showing up. We appreciate each and every one of you here today, and anybody who's going to come throughout the day and watch it. Hey, thank you. And we're going to give a quick shout out to our guests. Thank you, Real Meta Crypto. Thank you, Hal. Thank you, Muffhead. Thank you, D.U. Thank you, Amelia, for popping in today. And did I miss anybody? Duality C, you beat Real Meta today. Congratulations. Thank you for showing up. You guys are always successful. And, hey, we make greatness, and that's what we go after. So, guys, we'll catch you in the evening show. T-Square is out. Trentinator is out. I'll catch you guys later tonight. Deuces.
Peace.